Everybody, it's the Pick Advisor NASCAR report from the Daytona 500. And yes, this is kind of like the first real week in NASCAR. I know there was a race last week, but you know, it was an interesting race for me. I thought it was a lot of good crashes and a lot of action, but it didn't really count for anything. So we'll move on to the races that do count here. And I've got the Pick Advisor zone, Wrycape and Joey Tron in to break this race down and hopefully give out some good winners for the race. How you guys doing today?
Good. I'm wonderful. Season 3 of the NASCAR report. We got Joey Tron here full time, and I'm excited for this season to start.
All right. Well, let's get into that. Why don't you guys just one of you guys can just recap the last race and let me know if you guys had any winners since I wasn't here last week, and we'll go from there.
So I think me and Joey Tron were on the same driver. I had him for first place. Joey Tron had him for third place, and he came in second place. That was Kyle Busch. So Kyle Busch middled us.
Quite literally.
Well, hey, as you said, as you usually say, the Clash is just one of those like kind of fun races. So let's go with this one. Let's get it back today. All right, so let's start out some track facts. I know, Ryan, you always like to throw out the things about the track. So why don't you give us what you have?
Yeah, so we are at the Daytona 500, Daytona International Speedway. This is in Daytona Beach, Florida. This is a 2.5-mile track, tri-oval, 31-degree banking. This is race number 1 of 36 in the 2023 season. We're going to be doing 500 miles, which is 200 laps.
All right, good. Anything new this year at the track? Or is it just the same old?
Yeah, not necessarily. It's Daytona's Daytona. You don't really have to change anything about Daytona.
All right. So, Joey, you got some trends
that you I got some cool stuff to spit about Daytona. So Denny Hamlin has won a Daytona 500 3 times the last 7 years. No other active driver has won this race more than once. No Daytona 500 pole winner has gone on to win this race since Dale Jarrett accomplished this back in 2000. Out of the 64-year race history of this race, just 9 drivers have now earned their first career Cup win at Daytona, and that has happened 4 of those 9 races has happened in the last 6 years. Pretty interesting in that one. Chevy has the most Daytona 500 wins, totaling 51. And this is one that I found interesting, and I'm hoping I can even stump Rye on this. Although the Daytona 500 was held in 1959, it was first introduced as a season opener in 1982.
Yeah, they used to do the duels here, or not the duels. The Clash used to be run here too, until they went to LA last year.
I kind of like that at the Coliseum. I think it's pretty cool.
I do too. It's fun to watch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are some cool, neat trends about the racetrack for today.
All right, but now here's the important part. This is why people tune into the show to get what you guys like, to get some winners, and hopefully get some all winners and just cash some money in here. And all right, so who do you guys like this week in this race?
All right, well, I'll say like I always say, this is a super speedway. You don't want to bet too heavy on it. It's like rolling the dice at the casino. You never know who's going to win. Anybody could win this race. As Joey Tron said earlier, different people have been winning all the time, winning their first race last few years. So I'm going to avoid the props, driver matchups. I'm taking a unit and put in 6-7 guys to win outright for that. I have a couple favorites, a couple guys in the mid-tier, a couple guys in the lower tier, and just hope one of them wins. The odds are good enough to, if you hit one guy, you're going to make money. But, my main guy I'm looking at today is Joey Logano, number 22 Ford on Team Penske. If you saw the duel, he looked pretty dominant in there. His car was really good. The Fords looked really good in practice as well. 28 starts at Daytona. He is a defending champion. He has 1 win here. Penske cars are always good at this track. Yeah, he also had the average finish at Daytona in 28 races. He has 1 win, 9 top 10s, 18 average finish. So I think Joey Logano is going to be aggressive here. I think he's going to try to stay in the front. And I like Joey Logano today.
All right. Sounds good. And Joey, what do you got for the people?
Yeah, one driver I'm really high on this year as a whole, and especially today, is Christopher Bell. Him to win this race outright is plus 3,000. Like I said, he's gonna be on my radar all season. He was the only Toyota last season to secure a spot in the Final Four, and from the halfway point on, he raced really, really aggressive. And at Daytona 500, especially super speedways, you got to race aggressive. And I'm really hoping some of that momentum carries over into this race. He's only raced here 6 times, doesn't really have the best of finishes. But one thing that Ryan mentioned too is speedways, anything can happen. It's like rolling a dice, and at 3,000, at plus 3,000, definitely worth a little bit in my eyes.
Yeah, I think it's a good price too. When I was watching the duels, a lot of you need manufacturing help at these super speedways, and Toyota has the least of it. So without him having that help, his car looked really, really good, and he was able to get up in the front in the duels. I like Christopher Bell too.
I think him and his crew chief, Adam Stevens, I think they're really good together.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he'll have a good season too.
Yeah. All right. So here's one for you probably your long shot bettors out here. Throw a little sprinkle a little on these guys for maybe a big payday if you get lucky. It's the low riders, the dark horses for this race. Ryan, what do you like?
Yeah. So my low rider for today is going to be Eric Jones. He's just really good at these super speedways. He didn't make the playoffs last year. He did won Darlington in the playoffs. In 12 starts at Daytona, he has a victory, 2 top 5 finishes. He had 13 top 10s last season. He leads laps in these types of races. At the restrictor plate tracks, he has a 14.5 driver rating. In 4 races, he has 2 top 10 finishes. So also Joey Logano at Media Day, when asked who he thought was a good super speedway driver, he actually mentioned Eric Jones. So yeah, he's my dark horse today.
All right, Joey, you got a nice looking dark horse here. If you could make it to the finish line.
Yeah, my dark horse is Austin Hill at plus 6,500. He actually won last night for the Xfinity Series at Daytona. He had the fastest car, averaging 48.83 seconds per lap. He burnt me last night. My guy came in second. He came in first. I don't know. RCR has a really solid team, and I feel at the odds of plus 6,500, there's the only difference today is it's a couple more laps. Just keep pushing, and I feel at that value, go for it.
All right.
Yeah, Austin Hill, man, that guy. I told him when the race started that Austin Hill had the best car, and we were both on Justin Allgaier, and he came in second place, and he was right there. He should have won the race.
That's back-to-back weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
We got second. We got middle on second place, but we'll move forward.
No crying over crash NASCARs. So all right, moving on to the last one. This was usually one of my favorite ones because it's a lot of good stuff in here. We got some like head-to-heads or group bets or prop bets. Ryan, what do you like in this? I know you got a few here for me.
Yeah, so head-to-heads I skipped. I don't really like doing them. There's not much value on the super speedways. I didn't really see anything I liked in group bets either. All the prices were pretty much the same, so I stayed away from that. But I do like Ford to win at plus 150. As I said earlier, Ford has been dominant in the duels. Ford was dominant at practice. I just think these Ford cars are more ready. That they do well with the manufacturing teamwork and all that. And I think a Ford's going to get to the victory today.
All right, Joey, I see you got a bet here you like.
Yeah,
top 10
I just
finisher?
have yes, I do. One prop bet is Bubba Wallace top 10. He has a history of doing pretty well at super speedways, especially Daytona. At super speedways as a whole, out of 12 races, he's come in the top 10 in 4 of those with an average finish of 11.9. But looking more focused at Daytona, his last 6 races at this track since 2020, he's come in the top 10 3 times, and he has an average finish of 8.7. So with that being said, give me Bubba Wallace top 10 in this race.
All right, sounds good. And I know here we go. Ryan, you got a couple of top 5, top 10 finishers here you like?
Yeah, so my best for today, of course, as I said, I have the outrights that I split between a unit. Blaney, Busch, Hamlin, Keselowski, Austin Dillon, and Justin Haley. But for my bets that I'm going to give out on the NASCAR report today, I am going to take Joey Logano, top 5 at plus 250. I found that on DraftKings. Eric Jones, top 10, plus 175. I found that on FanDuel. And then, as I just said, Ford to win at plus 150. The best price I found was Barstool.
All right, sounds good. And Joy, you just want to, since yours are a little spread out, you want to throw yours all together here? One last thing so people can get them.
Make it nice and easy. All 3 were on the same book, FanDuel. Christopher Bell to win, plus 3,000. Bubba Wallace top 10, plus 120. And Austin Hill to win, plus 6,500.
All right, there you go. Lots of good stuff there. Lots of stuff, spread a little bit all over here. And, you got a lot of action going for this race. Daytona is always one of those good races. Lots of things can happen. So you never know until the end, whether you're going to win or lose. So good stuff, guys. And you guys got anything else for the people before for this first race?
Yeah. So yeah, I got 2 picks up at PickAdvisor today for college basketball. I got a 3%, a 5%. I also throw these on there as free plays if they want to check that out. Yeah, I'm just excited to get this season started. Hopefully we have an action-packed race. No rain or problems.
All right, sounds good. Joey, what do you got going over at PickAdvisors for?
Yeah, I got I have 2 college basketball plays as well up there. We got my Pac-12 play of the day and ACC play of the day. Catch them. ACC game tips off, I think, at like 1 or 2, and Pac-12 is 6 p.m. So you got time.
All right, sounds good. And how have you guys been doing? Been killing it this last couple of weeks?
I got crushed yesterday. Horrible. I went 0-3. But before that, yeah, the rest of my week was really, really good.
3-3 for me yesterday, and everything else has just been even or just under even. So hoping to have a breakthrough day.
Yeah, just turn it around for March Madness and we'll be good to go.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Good stuff again. Check out the Discord. There's always tons of stuff. They always put these free picks and stuff up there. Other people got chime in with some stuff. So lots of good stuff over there. Check out the PickAdvisors. Lots of good handicappers there as well. It's race day Sunday. So here we go. Rye, you know what?
Happy race day. Let's cash some tickets.
All right, let's cash tickets, everybody, and good luck. And we'll see you guys next week.
All right. Thank you.